Ajoy Kumar, the fact is this a self-goal by Rahul Gandhi? Because somewhere down the line, you say there are other important issues to be discussed. You want to get the government down on the issue of Adani. What's happened? For the last 2 days, what the BJP has done is dominated the narrative with asking an apology of Rahul Gandhi. What many of them suggest of insulting India, Shehzad said no, but he says of inviting foreign hand, practically, which he did so when he spoke in Cambridge. And I can quote that to you.
No, so Preeti, please indulge me with the same amount of time which you just gave to Shehzad, and I really appreciate the way you're conducting the shows always. The first question is, the standards which the Bharatiya Janata Party, when Mr. Modi goes across the world and insults India, then ye to sanskari log hain. And they create a manufactured outrage, and I will speak slowly so that everybody in the group would understand. They say that hamara character bila hai. Look at the nonsense they speak. Now let me say that Mr. Gandhi said that the United States in Cambridge and the European Union are oblivious to what's happening in India. Now please quote where the intervention, Nicholas Burns' paper, Mr. Poonawalla comes on TV shows and keeps quoting and saying, I got paper. But honestly, okay. Please, Preeti, one sec. So, let me complete. Let him, Mr. Poonawalla, my email is drajoykumar@gmail.com. Please send it, because you continuously come on TV channels and say Nicholas Burns,
as much as I know Mr. Poonawalla, he put it out right now.
Please send it to me, because for the...
Hold your peace. Dr. Kumar, make your point.
Please, okay. Second issue is, Prime Minister says, I was born in this country, did I make a sin? There was India as a land of scam. He speaks in Seoul, Toronto, Texas. He campaigns for some other president to win the elections. And that is all kosher. And they create this because they want to prevent the Adani discussion. Now that is the BJP strategy. They are absolutely wanting to do everything to protect Mr.
But Dr.
Adani.
Kumar, like I came in when Mr. Poonawalla was speaking, I will say that. Isn't this a doing of your own making, sir? You wanted to speak about Adani. One second. Hear me out, sir. Hear me out. Please humor me for a minute.
Yeah, go ahead.
Now I'll come back. I'll come back to the question which I raised earlier. The fact is, leave away Bharat ka apman kiya, leave away a threat to democracy. Rahul Gandhi, as a citizen of this country, has every right to say it. But, and I'll tell you why it leaves a lot of viewers very confused. When George Soros came into and made that statement against India, where he spoke that their democracy is under threat in India, you held multiple press conferences. When I say you, I'm talking about your party. Multiple press conferences saying that we can deal with our own issues, please stay away, right? Exactly 2 weeks after, Mr. Rahul Gandhi goes to Cambridge and he says, sir, why Europe and the US, the defenders of democracy, were oblivious of how a huge chunk of democracy in India has come undone. Many back home would be A, confused that what is the Congress's stand, and B, say, is Rahul Gandhi seeking the intervention of a foreign hand? And that is disconcerting to many, sir.
So it would lead a specially perverted mind to believe that Rahul Gandhi was asking for an intervention. It actually is either a very stupid mind or a perverted mind for the simple reason. He said oblivious, and the second day, because he is aware of the evil politics of my political opponents, he said that we can handle our own affairs. Now the question is whether Mr. Poonawalla wants to take Mr. Gandhi's statement on oblivious, not for an intervention. Second day he says we can handle our affairs. That is totally ignored. And the most important point is the BJP outrage. They're not outraged that India is 107th in the hunger index out of 120 countries, 150 out of 180 in the freedom of press, 110 or something in the gender parity, 100 in social hostility.
Okay.
Worse than Afghanistan, worse than Nigeria, worse than Somalia.
Dr. Kumar.
One second,
make your point. Make your point.
My outrage is, if you're outraged with Mr. Rahul Gandhi, please be outraged with Mr. Modi. How did he speak that India in a foreign soil? How did he go and say that in a foreign soil that I'm ashamed to be Indian?
Okay. No, he didn't say I'm ashamed to be an Indian. He did not. The Prime Minister did not say I'm ashamed to be an Indian. I have that quote as well. You know, I'm telling you the amount of...
I completely agree.
Wait. Okay, 1 second. No, he didn't say मैं. He didn't say मैं. Dr. Kumar, I will quote it and I will give you the date. We have Mr. Modi saying what he did.
Indulge me for 1 second. Indulge me.
Sir, okay, 10 seconds and I'll go back to Mr. And then I want to bring in Rahul Srivastava. So 10 seconds, sir. Go ahead.
Okay, 10 seconds. I'm a doctor. He went to Singapore and said, Doctor, जाते हैं सिंगापुर में भारत के डॉक्टर्स दवाई कंपनी से. Yeah, some people will do it. Do you insult the doctors, all doctors of India? Do you insult all the institutions of India?
Dr. Kumar, 10 seconds are over. Dr. Kumar, 10 seconds are over. You asked Mr. Poonawalla to come up and what he said to Mr. Burns. He's come up with it, but I want to know what is the source of that article.
Yes, this is a Hindu article.
Okay, and says what?
1 second. Now may I please, Ajoy, we'll have a good discussion. Let me quote the facts.
Yeah, go ahead, Shahzad.
I am quoting to you two news reports. One is a Hindu article. Rahul Gandhi questions United States silence on happenings in India, and Congress leader tells Nicholas Burns wholesale capture of institutions in India. And another article, look, this is news18india.com, news18.com. Rahul slammed for demanding foreign intervention.
Look, we don't listen to News 18 or...
News 18 India. There are colleagues.
I'm sorry.
Reports of NDTV?
I believe the reports of India today.
Okay, no problem.
Right?
So I will next time I'll keep that in mind. Do you consider Hindu?
Like I said, I believe reports.
Okay,
of
let
India
me give you
today,
India.
Right?
You've changed the standard, but let me give you India today.
I'm not changing goalposts,
India
but
today.
fine.
Mani Shankar Iyer goes to Pakistan and demands their intervention in our elections. Did that happen?
But Mani Shankar Iyer to...
Preeti, now you have to give me some time.
Go ahead, sir. Please make your point.
So let me articulate once again.
Please make your point.
Ajay Kumar went entirely around the bush but did not answer the fundamental question which you showed through an India Today report that Rahul Gandhi has demanded foreign intervention into our Indian democracy. I've shown you how he did it with Nicholas Burns. I've shown you how Mani Shankar Iyer did it on an earlier occasion. I've shown you also how George Soros, when he said what he said, Praveen Chakravarti of the Congress party supported, retweeted that statement and endorsed it. So this is serial offenders Congress demanding national intervention in our
I'm coming to you, sir. Give me a minute.
And over again. And therefore I am saying leave aside the statements which we find demeaning to democracy. Does Mr. Ajoy Kumar as the Congress party support intervention of a foreign country into our democracy at 75 years of independence when Britain is now being run by a person of Indian origin? You want a country that ruled over us for 200 years to intervene in our affairs? Mr. Ajoy Kumar, I think 140 crore Indians can manage their own affairs. We need no white man to manage our affairs.
All right, let's do...